Welcome to Hamilton Road in Felixstowe. It's Saturday the 12th of February 2011. It's the year when the council, when the government cut back all the money that local authorities and the government themselves have to spend. I'd like to find out what people in Felixstowe think about it, if some of them have got the bottle to talk to the camera. You've been a taxi driver in town for years. You know your town.
Yep.
You've worked down the port, you know the port. Tell me what you think about the government spending cuts. What's it going to change for Felixstowe?
Well, that'll change quite a bit, I think, at the end of the day, is that a lot of the elderly, you know, they just cannot turn around and afford to survive. You know, you pick up some of these people and that they give you the problems what they have about even that they've got to try and cut the bus routes and everything. I go down Old Felixstowe sometimes to pick up people and the buses don't run through. The fire service down at the port is that, as I said, if you get a major incident anywhere in the town or on the port, you know, they can't split themselves. Even the police around the police, there's no police in Felixstowe manned up during the course of the evening because they have to come from Martlesham. And to me, that's disgraceful.
Where are you from?
We all know the need to reduce the deficit. One way or another, we're going to end up paying for these cuts. We need to make a decision, do we need to retain local services? But nobody has mentioned the possibility of raising more tax locally through the council tax to pay for these services. The government says it will require a referendum on the local to raise council tax more than a certain amount. Let's go for a referendum. Let's see what people really think. Are they just going to pay lip service to cutting the tax and saying what a disgrace, or are they prepared to put their money where their mouth is? I would be prepared to pay more council tax or more taxes that can be used locally for local people, local services, fire, ambulance, police, libraries, old people. That's what we need to look at, and that's what we need to raise money to pay for.
Just to continue from that, how's your view on national tax, i.e. income tax?
People always say that we should pay less tax, and people say how wonderful the services are in places like Sweden, but they pay up to 33% of their income in tax there. The base rate is about 33%. If we want services, if we want to look after the elderly, if we want to do and have good council services, then we must be prepared to pay for them.
We have to ask, is the property at the bottom of Convalescent Hill being utilised to its maximum, and if not, should it be sold off?
What do you think? What do you actually think?
I think that property should in the end be held on to, because it can always be rented out and made and income could be made for rent. But I feel that a lot of the property at the bottom of Convalescent Hill isn't being utilised to its best, and isn't making income for the community in the way it could. And also, whilst it's very nice to look at the improvements in roads around here, it must have cost an awful lot of money, and was that the best use of it? And could that not have been used to generally improve roads in the whole area more than in one particular place? I know it looks nice, but it must have cost an awful lot of money, and roads around the area are not good.
Fire service, you think it's really important?
Yeah, I do.
Because your daughter got in trouble with it.
Yes, she did.
Tell me a bit about it.
Just that her car caught on fire, and if the fire brigade hadn't have been there, her car would have exploded, and it would have caught the other car on fire and probably affected the houses where she'd parked the car in Stanley Road. So, yeah, they were there within minutes.
How long did it take them to get from where they were caught? Who called them, do you know?
She called them.
She called them?
Yeah.
So she was actually in the car when it...
It started to smoke, so she obviously got out and phoned the fire brigade. But if they'd have had to have come from somewhere else, like Ipswich, then that would have been it. as it was, it's completely burnt out inside.
I was worried about the fact that not only is it the fire service, it's the school crossing patrols outside the schools. It's like I've got my little sister and 2 nephews that go to junior infant schools here, and it's like they're going to be taking them out there, and it's like there's no going to be going to stop in the car, it's not going to help them cross the road. You know, you got your parents there, I admit, but you know, cars probably won't stop for them unless they're nice enough. And
you're a bit worried about it.
A little bit, yeah. It's like you've got to be concerned about the safety of your family and your friends.